Ah, Eliwood, it's good to see you're still well. You expected otherwise? No, of course not. I knew you'd be fine. Hector, wait for a minute. What did you want? Nothing. Just enough to see that you live and are still fighting. Just wanted to make sure you weren't overdoing it with me not around. I should say the same to you. Me? Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm built tough, you know? A little too much is just enough for me. But you've never been a hardy one, Eliwood. Nor are you used to travel. Go on too long and you'll collapse. We're all weaklings compared to you, Hector. Thankfully, wars are not won by strength alone, huh? We've been sparring once every 2 months since we were 12. And of 30 matches, 14 I won, 12 I lost, 4 were draws. I think not. I recall 31 matches and even 13-13 split with 5 draws. Yes, well, you recall wrong. I'm in the right. What makes you so certain? Whose scoring was it that shook the rafters in numbers class? Snoring, not scoring. Ah, good point. Still, I'm touched you were worried about me. Now, back to the fray. Hey, wait! Blast. It's an interesting little conversation there. And I moved Hollywood there to be healed. Because he got hit by a few things, and that is never good for Eliwood because he's a little squishy right now. He's got 8 defense actually, not bad. Hector's got more still, at 10. But, you know, he's Hector. He's a walking tank. Just like Oswin. Alright, so here are those pirates I was talking about. They are going to go destroy the village. However, they can't right now, since I already went there. And I don't know why I moved Bartrey down here. He was supposed to stay up there. Just move everyone back down here. Have those guys protect Merlinus. Blast! They're stronger than I supposed. To the castle. I want all the reinforcements available and I want them now. Lord Erik is struggling. He requests reinforcements. What? Ready the men. Unbelievable. These numbers cannot stop them. Ephidel? Well, where are you going? It seems that conquering Lycia might have been too much to ask of you after all. I must inform my master. The Black Fang will be leaving at once. No! You can't abandon us. Not at this stage. Who was it that said Ostia mustn't learn of our plans? Wasn't it you, Lord Darren? The Marquis of Laus himself? Yes, it was. There's no turning back for me, not now. Please, give me one more chance. I assure you I will not disappoint Lord Nurgle. Very well. Assemble your men. We will regroup elsewhere. You can't mean my son, my home. I am to abandon them? Would you fall in disgrace along with your son? Our master, Lord Nurgle, is offering you the throne of all Lycia. Surely a few sacrifices are not too much to ask. Yes, you're right. My destiny is greater than this. I was born to be king of Lycia. And as for an heir, you're still young, my lord. You will have time. You must not let a moment's sentimentality cloud your judgment. Where are my reinforcements? Why haven't they came? Come. I must choice. No. Must attack. You! Give me book. Can't speak. Right. Translator. Yes, my lord. Alright, they're attacking guy. My throat actually hurts from that one. Like, legit hurts a little bit. So, I'm gonna back off that voice a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that might actually be the last of his voice anyway, Lord Darren. Maybe I'll just cut the commentary off here and just play and do a voiceover later, because my voice is actually hurting me right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright. I'll see you guys later, and I'll leave it to my post-commentary self to the rest of the video. Okay, see you guys later. Alright guys, let's get to this. Okay, I'm back. Not playing. Commentating after the fact, so yeah. we're gonna finish the rest of the chapter because, well, it's been a few days since I played it, so I'm actually quite farther in the game. Not that much farther at all, actually. Anyways, going to the armory, buying some iron weapons because you can never have enough iron weapons. Honestly, I like iron weapons a lot more than steel weapons, and the only reason I use iron weapons opposed to silver weapons is because they last longer and they're much cheaper. And I don't know, when I use silver weapons, I just feel like I'm wasting them. There's a point in the game where I switch over from iron to silver, though, and just because when you get so far into the game, and you might as well use them. Plus, they become available at the shops. And with the silver card, they're much less expensive than they would normally be. They're half off. Everything with silver card is half off, which is very nice. I do like the silver card a lot, and it makes buying expensive things like silver weapons and expensive magic and physics staffs a lot more manageable. Especially if you miss out on some chests that give you a lot of gold, like in, well, there's a specific chapter I'm thinking of, but there's more than just that one. But yeah, I like iron weapons. I don't really like steel weapons. Their weight and like hindered hit abilities, I don't like it. They're too inconsistent. They weigh you down a lot. And for slower units, that's really bad, especially because the slower units also tend to be the ones with less skill, so they're gonna have a harder time hitting and doubling, and that's just not good. So iron weapons are the way to go. They're like, for me, the standard premium weapon that I always use. I always like to have someone with an iron weapon of each weapon they can use. Like, for example, if I had a paladin, other than Marcus, because I don't like having Marcus use weapons because I don't use them. Say if I had Sane as a paladin, I would like to have him with a iron lance, iron sword, and an iron axe, because that's all he can use. And I just like options. And then the other two slots would probably be a javelin and like I don't know, like a javelin and a silver lance or something he can use to if he needs a little bit more power. And usually silver lance is the way to go. For me, I don't know. I like silver lances on anyone who can use them. Silver swords, they're a little bit weaker, and I feel like you get more use out of a silver lance because you see more sword users or lance users. Because I don't know, you usually don't need one to take out an axe user. And I don't know. Save the silver swords for the sword only units like Eliwood and Lynn and Guy, Matthew, because there are a lot of those, and not as many silver lance units. There's like in one playthrough you'd only have like Sane, Oswin, maybe Florina or Heath or something. So maybe about the same number, but it's just better that way. Silver axes, no, I don't. With a paladin unit, hardly ever get him to axe or A rank in axes anyways, so it's not that common to see that. That is how I like to do things, and I really don't like rain. Does anybody else hate rain? Because I think it's kind of a pointless. It just slows down the gameplay and the turn counts. Like, why do you want me to take even longer with this stupid chapter? With Fog of War, it's a little bit different because you can actually use other parts of the game to counteract that hindrance of vision, because like, well, you only get 3 spots of movement, I think it is, or visibility, and other than that you can't see anything. But if you bring a thief or use a torch or a torch staff, you can counteract that by lighting up the area so you can see more spaces that are near you, so you have less chance of putting your unit somewhere where they get ambushed and just decimated by something you can't see, because when you can't see it, you can't counteract it. Rain is also different from desert terrain in the game because you can bring other units to counteract that game aspect as well. Like, you can bring a lot of magic users, you can make sure all your flyers are in the chapter and take out your horse and knight units. You can increase your mobility by bringing those certain kind of characters and leaving others behind, but with Rain you can't do that. Anyways, we're back to the game that we're actually playing here. We're trying to face off, or aggro, I guess you could say, aggro Erik, who in Eliwood's mode isn't very devastating. He only has a horse slayer opposed to the silver lance in Hector's mode, so really, he's not that big of a threat. The only thing is that he moves and he's a little bit stronger than the rest of the Cavaliers, and paired with the other 3, like right there, that might be a bad time for Eliwood or Guy especially, or someone like that. But if you know how to do it, pulling him with Hector or Oswin is pretty easy. So I do wish that he would give you the Silver Lance like he does in Hector's mode, because that's always nice to have. I don't usually use it right away, but like I was saying earlier, it's nice to have. And Eliwood is wrecking some people over here. Eliwood still is like one of my best units. I don't know if I have anyone that's better than him, even Hector. Oswin's just a walking tank. I don't really consider him to be a good unit, other than he is high defense, and that's something that makes him really useful. Obviously, as a knight, he's kind of just like the person to take the hits, because he's quite a higher level than everyone else that I have. So it's pretty much what he gets used for. Eliwood, his stats aren't even that good, but neither is anyone else in my party. So contemplating giving a kill to Hector. Yeah, let's do it. I have no wish to strike down a fellow cause. You sentimental fool. You think we're still in school? I'm a rapper. Well, let me give you an education. First, you will fall, and then Hector. For Ray and Ostia will be crushed beneath my boot. Soon all of Lycia will be under our control. Little do you know, Erik, you're just a pawn, and your dad doesn't even love you. Well, I think he does, but he values the world over you, so to say, because he wants to rule the world, but he's willing to sacrifice you, so that sucks. No matter how I tried, you garnered all the attention, all the praise in the classroom, on the training grounds, everywhere and everything. Erik, you always did care more about appearances than ability. If you had even a hint of skill, perhaps you'd... Hold your tongue! I will hear no more! No more! Yeah, you really won't hear anymore, especially where you're going. Unhand me! I'm no one's prisoner. Gwa. And what does Hector get? Does he get speed and skill and defense and strength and... Oh my god! He did! He did! Holy... Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I didn't look at that before. That was just hopeful guessing, and that's exactly what I got. And I hear something outside. I think it's a dog. Kind of worried for a second. Anyways, wearing headphones, so I can't really hear what it is. I wonder if you guys can hear that. Well, my mic picked up the the power tools outside a month ago, or I don't know how long it was. So maybe that dog, I don't think it's as loud, but I don't know, maybe you can hear it. The fighter's only job in this chapter is always to be just sit up there guarding Merlinus. And in Hector hard mode, I tried that with the last Let's Play, and I don't know if they both died, but I'm pretty sure one of them did. And it was just not a good time. But Guy is making mincemeat out of these pirates over here. Making mincemeat. If only Guy could get a good level up like Hector. I mean, like, usually speed and skill would be good for Hector, but Guy just needs strength and defense. It's like, depending on what kind of unit you're using, your level ups you usually want them to be opposite. Like Myrmidons and like people like Lynn, they always get speed and skill, and it's like, that's great, but I don't really need that much more of that right now, because you already have like 15, and Hector only has like 7, which is bad. Matthew's getting some levels. Okay, not bad. Would have liked to see strength though. Wow, Eliwood only takes 2 damage from this guy. Wonder if his support with Hector is giving him defense, or if he has one. I don't even remember. I think he does. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we pretty much cleared this chapter. There's just a few stragglers left. And I think I'm trying to give a guy the kill here, yeah. Guy will be more useful as a warrior. So, need him to get more experience since I think Matthew has almost the same amount of strength as Guy. Which usually happens, but that's kind of pathetic. Yeah, just the two pirates come up and sneak up on Merlinus over here. Good thing we have at least some people to deal with that, but... Okay, they're the last two units. He's got a steel sword, he's not going to do anything. Gotta heal up Elliewood because, you know, Priscilla starts off as at a lower level than Sarah. Well, when Sarah she starts off at a lower level than Sarah is now. So we gotta give her more experience. Because in the GBA Fire Emblem games, you only get 11 per heal, which is kind of sucky. And so it takes quite a while to level up your healers. But if you just don't pay attention to it and just heal when you need to, about every turn, then eventually you'll get there. And if you use more than one in a GBA Fire Emblem, that's good luck. Because you might get one, the other one's gonna be straggling most of the time, unless you do both of them like at the same time. Then they both might be straggling. So I don't know. I just finished the Sacred Stones playthrough, and I actually had to use the Tower of Valny to get LaRachel up to level 20 because she was struggling at some of the later chapters, and that was not good. So yeah, but yeah, we only have these last two pirates to take care of, and then the chapter's over. So trying to feed Erik some kills because I'm trying to use him now. Let's see what he gets. That's pretty good. That was his one level up. That is going to prompt me to start using him more, because I wish I would have used him a little bit at least in Lynn's mode, because I don't usually use him, but that's the thing, I don't usually use him, so I don't know how good he can be. I used him maybe once or twice and he wasn't like great. He still wasn't as good as Pent, but I don't know, it just depends. So you could have just got bad growths. Come on, Erik, get up. You peasants, you can't treat a proper noble like this. It's too late for niceties. Be thankful you're still breathing, and yeah, Erik, you must tell me, where's your father? We've searched the entire castle and there's no one here. What are you doing? Don't be ridiculous. My father would not abandon. No, he'd never. Ephidel, who's that? Speak, cur. Do you want to die here? Ah! Hector. Erik, please. You must tell us everything you know. I just want to know where my father is. Ephidel. He appeared at the castle 1 year ago. He came and my father changed. Ostia's position had always bothered my father. He felt Laus deserved to rule all of Lycia, but he'd never go so far as to speak as rebellion. Did you say rebellion? Ephidel had something. With it, he convinced my father to set this plan in motion. My father then sent envoys to several other marquises. Marquis Ferre, he approved of the idea. What? Never. My father would never believe or disbelieve. That is your choice. First the Marquis Santarus, then Marquis Ferre's reply arrived. Marquis Ferre visited here 6 months ago to seal his approval. That's not possible. My father and yours argued vehemently. Marquis Ferre always distrusted Ephidel. He tried to convince my father to send Ephidel and the Black Fang assassins out of Lycia. My father would not be persuaded. He and Marquis Ferre left the castle. As you know, he then disappeared. I doubt he's still alive. No! Shut your mouth. Elliewood said he wanted to hear everything. My father. He is but Etheldel's puppet. He'll listen to anything that villain says. Even watch his own son die. Those are the sort of people you're dealing with. Marcus Foray betrayed them. They would not let him live. Wait, Eliwood. Lord Hector? Oswin, did Eliwood pass this way? Lord Eliwood, he ran through that gate and went outside. I see. Lord Hector, a moment please. What is it, Oswin? Let us return to Ostia. The rumors, I've heard that Lord Hector, I cannot approve of helping Eliwood or Foray any longer. What are you saying? We must be thinking of Ostia's well-being. If Marcus Foray is revolved into rebellion, Oswin, you'll take back those words. Lord Hector, I appreciate your feelings. I know Eliwood's father very well. I'm telling you that he is a man worthy of our trust. You are in my service. Do you not feel as you should take my orders? Heed my words, Oswin. You are my brother's vassal. Your duty to guard me is, return to Ostia, Oswin. You're done your duty. Thank you. My remarks about Marcus Foray were improper. I apologize completely. Oswin, stop. That's enough. You need not bend your knee to me. My lord, I would swear my service to you. Service to me? Please accept my lance as your own. Then return it with your blessings. Oswin, I'm a knight of Castle to service Ostia. What? Until now I've only, until Lord Uther. Yet now I wish to offer you the same service. Please grant me that honor. Oswin. Oh my god, that was fast. Eliwood. My father is alive, and I can't believe he supports rebellion. There has to be a reason. I know. I don't believe any of this for an instant. My brother trusted Marcus Foray more than anyone. First we'll find your father and discover the truth. We'll talk to my brother after that. Hector, I'm sorry. Don't look like that. Your father is surely alive, right? Yes, of course. Marcus Laus, Black Fang assassins. Now this mysterious Etheldel. I'll find them all and prove my father's innocence. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. That has been chapter 14. And next, we're actually going to find another Hector exclusive mode chapter, so that is exciting. Actually, there should have been some Hector exclusive stuff in this chapter. What is my mouse doing over there? Do you see that? Anyways, hopefully I can fit that in and not make it look weird, and I shouldn't even have mentioned it, because it should already be in here, but I haven't done it yet, so, okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Come back next time for chapter 15, Hector's mode, and I'll see you later. Yeah, this is a really bad commentary, actually. Great, I left Sarah wide open. This is like chess, and I just left my queen open. So Oswald's taking on the boss already.